and workout today. As I'm waiting for everybody to jump on here, we are streaming live right now from Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. And so I'm excited to be offering a workout with you today and excited to be able to share with you one of our new products that we are launching for the first time tonight. It'll be available for sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But we're going to be giving you all a special deal coming up tonight as soon as I launch this product. So anyhow, let me know where you're contacting from. I'm going to see what all I want to see where you're contacting me from. So I'm observing the chat to see if you can type in where you're located, and if you are in from Facebook, if you're Instagram, or if you're on YouTube. As we continue through, I'm going to go through and give you this new product that we're releasing tonight. And then from there, we're going to jump into a workout. But one of you is going to win one of our new platforms that I'm going to show you today. And so the way that you're going to qualify to win for this is I'm going to give you the Life Pro slogan, "You've got this," and you're going to reply to me with the greatest benefit that you have noticed from your Life Pro platform if you have one. If you don't have one and you're interested in one, I want to know what kind of relief or what kind of benefit you're looking for. So if I say you've got this and you type in weight loss, or you type in pain free in my back, or you type in able to move better, we're going to put you into a drawing, and we are going to provide a a viewer, whoever is responding to all this. One of you is going to take home a new Waiver Micro. We're going to send it to you. And I'm super excited about this platform. When Joel sent it to me for our commercial video shoot a month ago, I looked at it and I thought, another platform, right? Because how many platforms can one person have? And then I got on it and I'm thinking it's not going to be as much of a powerhouse as what like my Rumble X behind me is. But I was shocked at how much this thing worked. So shocked that I've been using it in my home since I've gotten mine. So for those of you who have restless leg syndrome, for those of you who have plantar fasciitis, for those of you who have who are athletes and you are at a weekend event and you need something to travel with in order to flush out the lactic acid when you're performing, because the way that we cleanse our body and detox our body in between events is allowing the toxicity and the lactic acid and all the junk in our system to flush. If we can do that in between games, in between innings, or depending on how intense you're playing, then you're going to be more fired up, ready to go, and your body's going to respond better, and you're going to have less pain, and you're not going to go into that overtraining mode as fast. So you recover a lot faster. Anyhow, this is one of those that the platform is so small that you can carry it with you anywhere you want to take it, and it's smaller than the Waiver Mini. So it is called the Waiver Micro. So as I'm showing you this, it only weighs 14 pounds, and this is how big it is. It's like it's not as wide as I am across my shoulders. So it's a very, very small device. But I'm telling you, when I saw it first, I thought, man, what on earth am I going to do with the platform that small? And then I plugged it in and I stood on it and I was shocked. So you're going to get to see my body respond. Just to give you some comparison here, this is the Rumble X Plus right here. And this is the Waiver Micro on top of it. So it's like half the size. So it's 14 inches long, 10.5 inches wide by 5 inches high. And it has 3 preset programs already that comes along pre-installed in it. So if you're one of those like me that you don't want to have to think, you just want to push a button and get on and feel, the change of the levels without having to do anything. This one comes with 3 preset programs. It's got 30 different speed levels. Trust me, 30 is all you're going to need on this one. Okay. If you're one of those who keeps track of the amplitude, which the amplitude is how much it's the distance in which it oscillates side to side. This one just has 1 motor. And so again, you're used to the Rumble X maybe that has 3 motors, or you're used to the Turbo, the Hovert, that has 2 motors. This one just has 1 motor, but this motor is powerful. It runs on 110 volts. It's 200 watts of power. And then its frequency is 8.93 to 13.4, depending on which level you're using. It does have a max capacity of 220 pounds. So depending on what you're wanting to do with it, whether you're being in a vertical position or whether you're in a seated position, or maybe you're just in a lunge position. Either way, 220 pounds max capacity for a weight limit on it. Although if you're 200 pounds-ish and you're trying to stand on this side by side, it is a very, very small platform. So I'm going to show you some different tips and tricks that you can use this for, because this is not going to be the one you want to order if you're wanting to use it for weight loss, or you're wanting to use it just to get loosey-goosey if you don't have one yet. If you're wanting to take one on the go with you, or you're wanting to use one in your office or right before you go to bed at night, something that's easy, light, but it's super impactful, super effective, this is the one I like. If you have children at home and you're worried about them being on one of the bigger ones, this is a good one for kids. So I had a conversation with one of my clients not too long ago, and he said, my family has a waiting line in order to get on our Rumlex because they all love it so much that I have to wait like an hour time just to be able to get on it. So if you're in that situation and you need one for kiddos at home, this is a great kid size. My daughter was on this earlier today and for her feet, and she absolutely loves it. So that being said, we are launching this. It'll be available for sale tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And for now, if you want to pre-order it starting now, you can pre-order it tonight. It's going to be 20% off for the next 2 weeks. And it's going to be $119.99, and it's normally $149.99. So $119.99, normally $149.99. So if you're looking for something to take to summer home or taking it on the road, a lot of the trucks and the vehicles now have outlets, or you can convert outlets in your vehicle to be able to plug in with this. I'm going to be taking this one on the road for my daughter when she's playing softball on the weekends, so that she can flush out her muscles instead of me having to actually use my hands. But of course, if you have a massage gun, that works too. But anyhow, stay tuned with us tonight after I show you how to use this, because I'm going to take you through a workout. I know so many of you have been really wanting to do a workout with me live, and we just haven't had the bandwidth in order to do it until today. So just remember, you've got this, and there are so many great benefits between using the different platforms. The Waver Micro, I would say the one great benefit about this that I love about it most than anything is it doesn't take up that space. It is super quiet, and it is quite effective at flushing out and calming down the nervous system. So if you have people, maybe you are having trouble falling asleep at night, maybe you've got restless leg syndromes, you've got plantar fasciitis, and you're just trying to get those muscles to calm down and to lengthen out. This is a really lightweight, easy one to move around. Don't get me wrong, I love the others as well, but I know a lot of you, they're bigger, they're heavier, you need help moving them, you need more space. And so this one, again, it can sit underneath of your desk so that you can put your feet up on it, and you can run it on low level when you've got your feet up on it. So let me show you how this one works. And just remember, no matter what the goal is, whether it's pain relief, whether it is detox of the lymphatic system and your cellular system, whether it is stress management, whether you're wanting more mobility, less stiffness, you've got this. So it comes with the resistance bands. And on this model, the little attachment pieces roll out kind of like, they rotate outwards. So you can use them when you want to, don't have to if you don't want to. So there's the little suction feet, and there's the little levers that swing out that you can attach the bands to. And if you are needing help with attaching the bands, we're going to create an opening at the very bottom. Okay, you're going to pinch that opening. I'm going to bring this back up close so you can see it. Okay, you're going to pinch that opening, and you're going to slide it through. It doesn't matter if you go from the bottom or if you take it through the top. You're then going to open up so you can see through the O, and you're going to take your handle and slide it through. Okay, and then from there, we're going to pull, and now you're good to go. Okay, now these handles, this resistance band is not adjustable in length or in resistance, but we're also providing you with our exclusive mini loop bands in 4 different levels. And when we do our workout here in just a little bit, I'm going to be using those in order to do the workout so that you can see how it all works together with just what comes in the box. Now, this one also comes with a remote control. Okay, so it comes with a little remote control that tells you all the different things you can do with it. And it also comes with a mat. Okay, the one thing that some of you have talked about is that when you're on a second floor level, it sounds like there's an earthquake in your house happening. This one is going to sound like that if you're used to that with a Rumblex or one of our other models that has a little bit more intensity. You're going to need to make sure and use your sound dampening mat that comes with, or make sure and get yourself a non-slip yoga mat, which is what I have mine sitting on right now, so that you are able to soften the energy between floors, because this one, again, it's so powerful that you're going to hear it if it's on an upstairs level. And so you're going to have to put a mat underneath of it. We do include one, and so that you are making it a little bit more quiet for those who are in your home underneath of you, or if you're in an apartment complex. So with the remote, like I said, we've got 3 preset programs. And so P1 is going to be more of your steady state. So when we go, we're going to go up in intensity, and then we're going to stay steady state all the way around, or all the way across, and then we're going to drop. Okay. P2 is going to be more of a mountain climbing experience. So we're going to go up in intensity, and we're slowly increasing up in intensity, and then we're going to slowly come back down in intensity. So we're going to go up the mountaintop, enjoy the view, and then come back down. Okay. P3 is going to be what we would refer to as interval training, or our high-low intensity intervals. And so that is what a lot of people use for weight loss in a sense. So you go up and then you drop down, and you go up and you go down, and you just go back and forth, but you're getting both extremes of the speed levels. And then last but not least, you have manual mode. So you can go through any of those speed levels, 0 to 30 that you want to, and the speed levels increase by difficulty. So your beginner level is going to be 1 to 10, and then from there we're going to go up to 20, and then your high level, advanced level, is going to be all the way up to 30. Now this has a speed button, so if you push the 10, you don't have to hold down and press so that it goes up. You're going to be able to jump straight to a 10, a 15, or 20, and it has a default time of 10 minutes. So if you are really enjoying how good it feels, then after that program is over, you can push restart and do a whole nother program again. Now, many people have asked, like, how much time is too much time to be on the platform? That is very dependent to each and every person. So what I tell people is just start with the 30 minutes max that we're telling you initially. Start on a lower level, just getting comfortable with it. If you have not followed the 21-day challenge yet that we did a few months ago, if you go on YouTube and you click on the 21-day challenge Life Pro Amber, then I'm going to give you 21 days of workouts in which you can do. They're very short videos, but it's going to give you an intro of how you can use whatever platform you have. It doesn't matter whether you have the Micro or whether you have the Rumble X Plus. Any one of our platforms will do all these different things that I teach you in the 21-day challenge. And so if you're needing ideas of how you can use the different vibration platforms for health benefits, all different health benefits. I mean, I know one day I tried to minimize all the different health benefits of what the Life Pro platforms do to change lives, and we were able to narrow it down to 10, but it was like hashing out like another 25 to 30, because there's so many great things that are happening with the vibration platforms that we're doing without medicine, without taking a pill, and without seeing a therapist. A lot of pain is going away just by using the platform. So there's like so many different ways that you can use the platform. So just remember, whether you have pain, whether you are trying to lose weight, whether you're trying to improve your mental capacity, your mindset, your stress levels, you're trying to flush out your lymphatic system, just remember you've got this. And we are here to help you in doing all that. So the 21-day challenge is 21 videos of how you can do different exercises for the specific purpose that I'm sharing with you, and how to modify them or how to make them really hard so that you're getting the max experience out of your device. So I've got it and you've got this, because with Life Pro, we've got everything going on with us. All right, so that is our remote. It's pretty self-explanatory. You've got speed buttons, you've got time buttons. If you choose a P1, P2, or P3 on any one of our platforms, it doesn't matter which one, just remember, if you choose a preset program, you cannot change time and you cannot change speed. That's why we provide you the program. So you only have to worry about the speed button and the time button in manual mode. And so people ask me all the time, if you do a 30-minute workout that you might see me doing on YouTube, or on one of our Facebook videos. Can you chop it down into 10-minute videos? And the answer is no, because all you have to do is do that 10-minute video and then come back to it the next day and do the second 10-minute video, because I try and teach 10-minute videos at a time. And so a lot of people like to go 30-minute max threshold. And so if you like certain videos that we've taught in 10-minute increments, just keep those videos in a saving library. So save those videos and then just go to the minute marker of which those videos make you the happiest, and just repeat that one 10-minute workout over and over and over again, because you're going to continue to get great benefits. People have asked several times, are people losing weight on the platforms? And the answer is yes. I've lost 47 pounds in 9 months using the platforms, as well as modifying my lifestyle. So I'm not on a special diet, but I do eat less calories, and I'm managing my stress. So if you are stressed out with life going on around you, the more stressed out you are, the less like you're going to lose weight, because your body will not use fat for energy if you are overstressed, because it goes into a fight or flight conservatory phase. So that being said, yes, the platforms will work for weight loss, but it's just one of the many components that you have to work on in order to transform the whole lifestyle. Okay. I went on vacation 2 weeks ago, gained like 6 pounds, and I took a photo of it and put it on all the different social media outlets. Gone on the scale today, and I'm 5 pounds down. And all I've done is get on the platform. So it does work. You just have to work the process with it. So, all right. So let me show you how this works with the demo, because I know you're all tired of listening to me talk. So we're just going to jump right on into it. Okay. Now brace yourself. I'm going to show you a comparison here. So this is manual mode with the oscillating mode on the RumbleX Plus, and only that motor. So I'm in manual mode and I'm only using that motor. So I'm going to push time and start. This is a level 1. Okay, and give me a second here. Okay, so this is level 1. You can see what my body's doing, kind of, sort of, right? Okay, getting some vibration going on here. Side view, getting a little bit of vibration. Now watch this. Oh, there we go. Now, I'm on the same type of motor, okay? I'm on the P1 program, which means I'm starting at a low level, going up, and then we go steady state across. But, whoo, now we just increased in level. So now I'm at a level 10 on this one, okay? And then I'm gonna go across here, and I'm gonna increase to a level 10 here. Now I'm a level 10 here. That one, I don't know if you can see that while I'm standing here on the RumbleX. This one's vibrating away. So now we're in a different spot. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my shoes off. I've got my barefoot training shoes. I'm gonna take my shoes off so that you can see what my calves do when I place my calves up on one platform versus the other. All right, so here we go. Calves are up, feet are up. Yep. Things are, I don't know if you can see this from your angle, but things are really, really vibrating. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do in order for you to get the full effect on here is I'm going to bring my camera much closer. So bear with me as I'm working this view here. Here we go. Going for a ride. There we go. All right. Now, I'm going to try and get as centered as I can. So this is the same oscillating motor. This is actually level 11 using the RumbleX Plus, okay? So we're seeing this here. We're seeing it really close, as if I was close quarters on the other, right? Okay, now watch this. This is what blew my mind, because I'm like, that's how good can that one be when you got a RumbleX? Watch this. Oh boy, things are really moving. Okay, so you don't see as much teeter-tottering on this one because the platform is so small. The amplitude is a little different, but I can tell you, like, the intensity is greater on this one with just my legs on it. Okay, so yeah, and then we roll in and out. Okay, so we're working restless leg syndrome here. We're working shin splints. So those of you who are runners, if you're having trouble with shin splints, this is a really good exercise you can do for calming everything with shin splints, okay? Yep, okay, now I'm gonna give you an idea of what this is gonna look like for upper body, because this is where you can really see the difference. Okay, now, this is a lot of intensity on my neck because I'm directly over the motor. So if I drop down and sit back, you can hopefully see how much vibration is happening here. Okay. Things are moving versus right here versus right here. Sitting back. Okay. This one is really, really intense. I'm going to stand up so you can see my lower legs. You won't be able to see me, but you'll be able to see my lower legs. Things are vibrating. Piggly Wigglies are having happy hour right now. Okay. Putting my hands on here. Yeah, you can a lot of intensity here. Okay. Now, I wear a size 9.5 shoe, so you can see my foot barely fits on here. But what we can do is we turn it sideways, and then we can get into a lunge where we're really having to stabilize here. So again, if you're having issues with shin splints or you're having leg issues and you're trying to work on getting stronger in your lower body, this is on fire. Better yet, if you're doing the BFR training and you're trying to burn out as fast as possible, this is a fast way to do it. So you can see how the vibration is changing versus this one in the middle, dropping down. Okay, you can actually hear this intensity. All right, now I'm going to sit on it. I sat on this for the video shoot and just kind of letting everything flop around. Literally everything is flopping around right here. Okay, so if you're wanting to feel the junk in the trunk here, whoo, this one I'm already itching. So this is an easy way to get the itch going versus on this one, it's definitely not as much from the center if I'm sitting on it. So that being said, let me take this back away so that you can see what's happening here. And then I'm going to see. All right. Now, as you can see here, this is going to be a much smaller surface area. And so it's really hard to do some of the exercises. So I'm going to recommend this one for more of your deep recovery versus using it for a workout. If you are at work, hang tight, coming with a chair. If you are at work and you need something to elevate your feet and vibrating and you don't have the Waver Mini and you're wanting something smaller, this is another, actually this is a really good demo of how much vibration is going on here. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, versus, I'm getting a little tight up here, versus this right here. So remember, you've got this, depending on which one you want. Remember, we've got small size, pack a punch, so much vibration going on here that it's moving. Because it's very lightweight, only 14 pounds, you can do, flushing. If you've got neuropathy in your feet, it is really shaking up my feet and my legs. Lots of itching going on here right now, lots of itching. So that being said, if you itch, that's like your body going through a detox process. Your body is flushing toxins out of the connective tissue, out of the fascial adhesions. And so your body has had those stored for a while and it represents them as an invader. So you go through a histamine response. And so everybody's quote unquote detox symptoms are a little different, but itching is one of them. So if you feel itching, that means your body is responding to the energy. Okay, now if I stand tall, you can see everything is moving. Like, I wish I could show you on the down, because what I look like going down on the camera, like, yeah, I'm like going crazy right here. And then this one right here is just like, oh, just a little bit of teeter-tottering here. But man, my body is like, I'm itching. Yeah. So I'm going to conclude that because I'm itching a lot. So not a bad thing though. I'm going to scroll down here and see if I see any questions. Okay. So what is its oscillation compared to the Rumblex? So the oscillation compared to the Rumblex, I don't have the Rumblex numbers off the top of my head, but the one thing that you're going to have to remember when it comes to oscillating one unit versus another is the amplitude. So this one has an amplitude of 8 millimeters, and that means that's how much it shifts up and down. So with the Rumblex, I need to double check the numbers on that, because all of our Rumblex models are different on their settings. But if you have a Rumblex, it'll say in your user manual in the very, very back page what what the amplitude is. And so when you add the amplitude and you add the frequency, then you're going to experience different G-force, different results. So you guys, you've got this. Okay. Now, anybody else have questions before I move on? Remember, if you are just jumping on, we are giving away one of these. Okay, I'm going to answer this question here in just a second that I just saw up. So one of the things that we're going to be doing is giving away one of the micros tonight. So if you hear me say you've got this, then you are going to be thrown into a drawing in which we will draw one of you, and you'll be able to take that with you, or we'll send it to you. My bad. And so what is the difference between the Waiver and the Waiver Micro and the Waiver Mini? I actually don't have a Waiver here in front of me, but I do have a Waiver Mini. So hang tight. Let me grab that because it's just right over here. And you can see the difference between the Waiver Mini and the Waiver Micro and the Rumblex. I'm going to be teaching the workout on the Rumblex. And there's your Waiver Mini. Let me drop back down here so I can make sure you can all see this. Yeah, you can't. So let me come back here. All right, so here's the comparison. Okay, so we've got the Rumblex on bottom, the Waiver Mini. The Waiver Original is going to fill just a little bit further outside of the Waiver Mini. It's actually going to fall inside of the parameters of the mat on the Rumblex. And then we've got the Micro. So that's the difference in size. I do have the Waiver. I just don't have it here convenient. Now, as I saw here just a second ago, yes, as I just saw here a second ago, somebody had mentioned super annoyed because it always seems like there's one that's better than the other. There's a short answer to that. It depends on what your goals are. If you're wanting to use something that you can use on a daily basis and you don't want to move it from place to place, and you just have the choice of one device, and if you don't have a budget that you have to stick within for the given benefits, I tell people all the time, if you can only afford one, get the Rumblex from the very start, because you have 3 motors in the Rumblex. And from the Rumblex, you can turn a Rumblex into a Waiver, into a Turbo, into, the difference in our models is how many motors they have and the amplitude and the frequency. And so when it comes to, and weight capacity is another big one. So when it comes to those of you who have a lot of our devices, you love the results you're getting, but the more you start to love it, the more you want out of it. And with the Rumblex, you can get a lot out of it, but it is heavy. It is heavy to carry around. They have a great weight capacity of 330 pounds. The Rumblex Max has a capacity of 550. And so when you have, when you're starting to go back to work, or maybe you have a position with your desk, more often that we sit and we don't engage our body in activity, the more stiff we get. And so if we can have a device moving us where we're not having to get on it away from our work, but we can actually put a device underneath of our desk and use that from time to time in order to keep our bodies fluid and moving, that's what some of the smaller devices are for. The other thing that the Waver Mini and the Waver Micro are really good for is if you're just trying to, like I said, you've got restless leg syndrome and you can't sleep at night and you just want to get on it for 10 minutes on an easy level and you don't want to think about it. You got three buttons to push and then you've got a manual mode. And because it is so small, okay, we have a lot of different variety of options based on your needs. So when people tell me that they're frustrated, I get it. But if I were to tell you to buy a Rumblex and you don't know how to isolate the motors because it's too complex to be thinking about how to isolate the motors without having us on a phone call, then the Turbo is a two motor unit and you can just push a preset program 1 through I think 8. And depending on the intensity that you're looking for, if you're just beginning and you've got fibromyalgia, that was my first unit, was starting off on one of our two motor units. I got on that unit and started out easy and I was sore for a week because again I have fibro, and so it's breaking up all the stuff in my system. And then when the Rumblex came out like 3 months later after I bought the first, and I got on that, wow! Like if I would have started on the Rumblex on all three motors, I would have been a mess. And some of you are figuring that out, and some of you are eating it up. So for those of you who are frustrated based on us releasing all these different motors, it is just a matter of what you need it for, as opposed to why one is better than the other. They're all amazing, and we all have great customer service. So if you're not happy with whatever platform you started with and you've had it less than 30 days, send it back to us. Let us know because we want you to be happy. And Joel is very committed. Joel's our owner and our CEO. He is so committed to all of our customers. He wants you to be happy. He wants to change your life. And that's why he releases so many phenomenal products. But just when products start to become more available, and I'm going to tell you one thing about the health, wellness, and fitness world. It is innovating and it is changing every single day. So if we at Life Pro are not staying ahead of the curve and we're trying to get caught up with the curve, we're going to end up in falling behind the curve if we're not providing more products that are innovating to the minds and the needs of so many different people. And so the needs of so many different people are wide variety because again, there are so many advantages to using the Life Pro platforms. It's just a matter of figuring out which model is going to be best for you. If you are going away for summer vacation and you've got a summer home, or maybe you're traveling with a fifth wheeler attached to your dually pickup truck or a motorhome, you do not have room in that for the Rumblex. You just don't. And so that's why we released the Waver Mini. And then, of course, people don't necessarily need that much of a platform because you are maybe trying to take care of plantar fasciitis, or maybe you're just trying to relax. So hence the Micro came out. But either way, all the products are fantastic. They all come with the resistance bands. They come with the mini loop bands. And any workout that I've ever taught, or any program that I've taught in our social media outlets that you can use for whatever purpose, you can use on any platform we offer. It doesn't matter. They work for every platform. So don't be frustrated as we continue to release more and more innovative products, because the goal is to try and please as many of you as possible and try and change as many lives as possible, because you've got this. Like you've got this. We've got you. I've got this. It has changed my life. That's how I got involved with Life Pro. It changed my life 2 weeks after I'd started on it, after months of misery. So I want to say thank you to all of those of you who keep sharing how your life has changed. So I want you to post down below, like, what is the greatest benefit that you've had with Life Pro? What is the greatest, whether it took you a week, whether it was the first day, tell me what is the greatest benefit that you've noticed, whether it's back pain, whether it is mental relief, whether it is weight loss, whether it is just going to bed relaxed. I've got a 5-year-old young man who came in as a client, and he was able to cure his motion sickness in one treatment. Now for him, I put him on the Rumblex Pro, but he would have been better off on that Micro or that Mini, but it wasn't available at the time. So, I'm loving the different comments here. Falling in love with my body again. Muscle loosening within a week. Balance is improving. There are so many great things you can experience, and everybody's experience is different. So, but I can tell you one thing I want to share is if you are not losing weight and you are buying the platform for the purpose of weight loss, if you have not had your sex hormones checked, meaning your cortisol, your testosterone, your estrogen, your progesterone, if you have not had those hormones checked as you have aged, you need to get that stuff figured out because it is impossible to lose weight if your hormones are not in synchrony. Hormones are the chemical messengers of the body. And if your hormones are not at optimal levels, neutral, or like even neutral levels for that matter, your body is not going to let go of fat for energy because it is trying to do whatever it takes to survive. And so the more stressed out that we are within our lifestyles, the less likely that we are going to lose weight because we're in a state of reaction instead of a state of recovery. Your body has to be in a state of recovery in order to release fat for energy because it's now at its fixing point and it's able to let go of all the fluff it doesn't need in order to stay in survival mode. Your body can live off of fat way longer than it can live off of muscle mass. So your body will actually start to break down muscle mass for energy. And so you become basically your body's feasting off of itself instead of using fat for energy. And so a lot of people who try to do too much too fast, I often get the emails or the messages that they are experiencing more swelling or they're gaining weight when they're doing too much exercise because the stress hormones are too high in the body. So the platforms automatically lower that stress hormone, but you've got to get everything kind of in alignment in order for your body to let go. The more obsessed we become about the weight loss, the less likely we're actually going to experience it because we're thinking about it. So those of you who are experiencing this new journey using our different products and you're experiencing relief and you're looking at what's going right in your world, I guarantee you, if you stay off the scale and if you just look at how your clothes fit, you're going to lose the weight over time, but it's not going to happen overnight. And I tell people, how long did it take you to pack on the 30 pounds? If it took you, 5, 6 years to pack on 30 pounds, you're not going to lose it in a month. It's just not that simple. So just remember, no matter what your stress, no matter what is not going right in your life, you've got this. You've got so many different resources between myself and Life Pro and different professionals that are out there that we can help you in streamlining your needs. Those of you, okay, nipped, yes. Okay, so plantar fasciitis. Those of you who have plantar fasciitis, this is huge. Plantar fasciitis or even restless leg syndrome, like you can't go to sleep at night because your calves are talking to you, right? I have so many clients who contact me about plantar fasciitis, and that's one of my specialties. If you're not treating your calves, your plantar fasciitis will not go away. Plantar fasciitis is not a plantar fasciitis problem. I tell people all the time, where you feel pain is never the source of the problem. It's the outlet. So if you're having a lot of pain in the bottom of your feet, the bottom of the feet actually come up into, this is a big part of what attaches the bottom of our feet. Take care of your calves. If you take care of your calves, then the bottom of your feet will feel better automatically. So all of the Life Pro devices, the platforms and the massage guns and some of the foot massagers, fantastic options for plantar fasciitis. So if you're not responding to physical therapy and you don't want to get another injection from your doctor and you definitely do not want to have surgery for plantar fasciitis, that is a bad deal. Then make sure and try the platforms first before you go down that journey. That being said, you've got this. Now, I've got my support team on the back end here, so let me see what they're telling me other than I am all over the place on the screen. So those of you who are trying to follow me, I'm so sorry. So if you guys can tell me who our winners are, because I want to make sure we announce our winners before we start the workout. You got this. So just remember, it's $119.99, $119.99 starting right now. And you can pre-order it on the website. It will be launched on Amazon tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. You can buy it on Amazon or you can buy it off the Life Pro website. It will be officially launching tomorrow, meaning it will be shipping out, available for purchase tomorrow. But there's a pre-sale starting now for $119.99. And that special will go on for 2 weeks. So if you're not at home and you don't have access to being able to purchase or pre-order it tonight, don't lose sleep over it. Just make sure, and you've got 2 weeks in order to get it figured out. Okay. Okay. I think I have the winner. Okay. So I think I have the winner. Oh, we have a couple of winners. Surprise! I'm telling you, Joel is probably one of the most giving people I've ever met in my life, like career and personal. He is just such a very, very giving person. So thank you, Joel, and thank you, Life Pro, for giving away these amazing products to our listeners in tonight. As soon as I tell you who you are that have won, if you can reach out through Messenger and send us a message or send us an email at support@lifeprofitness.com and let them know that you are the winner of the waiver micro, then we will coordinate with you your shipping address and we will get that to you very, very soon, like within the week, if we can get it there within the week. Kind of shipping is kind of all over the place right now because of just life going on around us. So I've got 2 different people, and I'm hoping I've got this right. Making sure that, yes. Okay. So if I pronounce your name wrong, I am so very sorry if I butcher it. Totally not my intent. Okay. Yes. Okay. So Jessica Alexander. Jessica Alexander, you are the winner of one of our waiver micro platforms. And Vanna, SYL, second name VANA. I'm so sorry if I didn't get that right, but I'm going to say Vanna or Vanna. I'll be excited to hear how you really pronounce that because I bet it is a beautiful name from what I'm seeing. I just have no idea how to pronounce it, so I'm so sorry if I didn't get that right. You two are the winners of the waiver micro. Those of you who are interested in a workout, go ahead and get your bottle of water, get your mini loop bands, the bands that actually come with your device, these right here. I'm going to be doing my workout on the Rumble X Plus, and I'm going to be using the adjustable dumbbells as well. You don't have to have those, but if you have them and you want to use them, you can. But I'm just going to be using the space right here, no music, just 10 minutes of a quick workout. And then if you want to repeat that, what I will do, because I know how much you guys love my workouts, we will do an actual 10-minute recovery-based exercise series. So we'll go through some motions to loosen up the shoulders, loosen up the hips, loosen up the back, and get things feeling good. And then I'll do a second 10-minute workout where we're actually like getting strong and trying to blast fat. Okay. So that being said, I'm going to get my area situated here. So I'm center on the screen for Instagram peoples. And those of you who are wanting to join in the workout, please go ahead and grab your things and get them in place. For those of you who know me, I absolutely love the P2 programming on the Life Pro Rumble X units. So that's what I'm going to be choosing. So go ahead and get your area ready. And we will be ready to go. Right. Now, if you're interested in doing more of these workouts with me, all you got to do is look on Facebook, YouTube. They're always recorded and shared into those areas. If you're not already part of the VIP group on Facebook, you can go through there to subscribe if you own one of our products. I'm always posting workouts there, and I offer a variety of different workouts, whether it's for pain relief, whether it's for weight loss, whether it's for stress relief. So depending on what you're looking for, you can go there to find extra workouts if you like what you see. Okay. All right. So I've got my water and I've got my mats ready and we are ready to go. So we're going to power on, going to turn it to a P2 program. And just remember, for all of you who are new to my programs, we're just going to start again with just an easy going, getting started getting loose, feeling good. And then from there, the second program will be more about getting the burn going, getting the strength going, and really feeling it. All right. So P2, once we start it, we don't have to do anything else. The machine takes care of us. So what I want you to do is lift your toes and press your toes. And as you can hear, there's no music in the background. I'm going to do without music today so that I can engage with all of you. Okay, so we're just pressing our toes, lifting our toes. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to move this chair out of the way because I can see it in the background and it's driving me nuts. There we go. Okay, now from here, what I want you to do is I want you to slide your hands down to your knees. And I want you to roll up with your back as arched as you can get it. Okay, so we're working out the stiffness because I know some of you, it's the end of your day or starting to become the end of your day, and you just need to loosen up a little bit before we turn in for the night. Okay, so we're dropping down and we're rolling up. Good. Now rolling those shoulders. I've got a little bit of a squat going on here, just a little bitty squat. Rolling the shoulders back. Let's roll the shoulders forward. All right. Now, this is where this can be a lot of fun. So from here, I'm going to take one hand and I'm going to lean as I'm pushing the other hand up into the ceiling. And I know you can only see part of my arm, and that's okay. So we're just going to come back and forth, and we're loosening up our side, our hips, our abs, our shoulders, everything. So I want you to make sure that your knees stay nice and relaxed and you're going as far as you feel like going. And let's go one more time. I want you to take your palm and really push it into the ceiling. Yep. Coming back down. Now, what we do on one side, we got to do on the other to enjoy. So sliding that hand down, pushing up. Let's feel that stretch. Come back down. Up, coming back down. Now we'll add weight to this in the second series. So I'm just going through the loosening motions here where we're getting loose, getting comfy, figuring out where we're tight so we're aware of that before we start doing something, okay? Now from here, again, bending our knees, okay? Arms are up at level and we're just gonna rotate. So we're loosening up our torso, our thoracic spine. This is where all the power is stored in the power zone through here, okay? So we're just opening up. Good. All right, now from here, let's take those hands and let's slide down all the way to our feet. If you can get here, and if you can't, that's quite all right. If you can just get down to our knees and sit a little deeper, that's fine too. All right, coming back up. We're going to do one more of those. Going as low as you can go. Coming back up. All right, now we're going to make this harder. I'm going to start with the red band, and I'm going to put the red band around my ankles. Be careful with this on your platform while it's moving, or step off if you have to. But from here, I want you to squeeze your butt cheeks as tight as you can squeeze them. Okay, rolling down, pushing down hard with your big toe. So I'm driving my big toe into the platform because that activates my butt muscle, and standing back tall as we squeeze up. Okay, driving that big toe into the ground hard, coming back up. Good. Awesome. Coming back up. All right, now from here, I'm going to stand on one side. I'm going to step across. Stand on one side, step across. Stand on one side, step across. Now, here's the question I have for all of you. If you're having trouble with balance and you're not comfortable with this, we're going to put you into a chair, and I don't have my bar stool handy, but we're going to put you in a chair. So if you're situated down low, okay, you can step across using your chair, okay? And we're still working those legs. We're still working our feet, okay? And we're still holding our torso upright, so we're activating our core here. So if you don't feel comfortable by standing, then you can sit and do this, all right? And again, I usually have my higher stool, and I just don't have it handy at the moment. So what we do on one side, we got to do on the other. So we're going to step 2 and step across. Step 2, step across. Now you think this is too easy right now. I can already feel you. Okay, and those of you that think that this is too easy, just wait for it. Getting ready to ramp it up on you. All right, now here's what we're going to do. We're going to step across. Hand stays right here on your knee. Step across, come back 2. Step across that foot, come back 2. I'm keeping all my weight on this one leg. Okay, so I'm not taking my whole body across. Not taking it all the way across. Okay, staying right here. Staying glued on this side as I step across, and ooh, booty is on fire already. We are burning. Good. That's it. Nice and controlled. Awesome. Give me 5 more right here. Yep, we're burning. 2 and 1. Woo! Give that leg a love pat. All right. So we're taking our feet back across. Okay. Step 2. Stabilize here. Stay put. So we're not jamming across. We're not following the leader. We're staying right here. The other leg moves. Everything stays here on this side. Yep. We're burning. Okay. We're going to do this for about 15 more seconds, so stay with me. Nice job. Ooh, I'm on fire. The high is burning. 5, 4, 3. That's it. Last one right here. Nice job. Okay, now this is another one of my favorites. We start at the center without turning the unit off if we can. We're going to go out, out, in. And when we go out and we drop out, I want you to touch, come up, step in, reverse out, out, drop down, touch, in. Okay, and again, we are really lighting up those legs. Now, if you're not feeling this and you want to feel it more, we're going to bring the bands up a little bit higher in our calves, all right? So we can go up higher and we can go out, out, in, out, out, in. Go out, out, drop and squat, in, out, drop, in. Now, there is a pressure point right out here on the outside of the knee. So if that is bothering you, you can go even higher if you want to, but I'll tell you, these bands roll. So that's when I use the booty band in some of my other videos. If you have your booty band, use it. If you don't, work with this one the best way you can. Out, in, out, sit, squat, in. All right? Now, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to take a step back, step 2, step back, step 2. So my upper body isn't really stepping all the way back, but I'm stepping 2, all right? Now, I've got fibromyalgia, so this is really uncomfortable up here. So I'm actually going to try this a little lower and see if I can feel comfort with this. Step back, step 2. Step back, step 2. Good. And remember, the closer you are to the middle, the easier it is. So if you want it to be hard, you're going to step to the outside and you're going to step center with the other foot. So your stable foot is out to the outside. Yep, we're burning. Everything's on fire. Okay. All right, let's switch sides. So here, we're stepping back, stepping 2. Oop, there goes my balance. So this is where it's really good to work on your balance at the same time. Good. Nice job. Now I'm going to take a step out so we can experience a little bit more intensity, and we are at full throttle intensity right here. Woo! That thigh is on fire. Good. Taking a step back, taking a step 2. Back, 2. Ooh, we are burning. I'm itching. Itching. We got 15 seconds left. Let's make it happen. Good. Step back, step two, step back, step two. Let's go wide. Let's keep our head, chest high. Reach down. Enjoy the shake. And roll up. All right. Things are burning, right? Okay, so let me check some comments here really quick, and then we're going to jump into the next 10 minutes. Yep. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to jump into the next 10 minutes. I want you to have a set of dumbbells and make sure that you got your mini bands for your hands, okay? And we're going to make this a little bit more of shoulders and arms and getting intensity going upper body. And we're going to try and get more strength going here, okay? So if you have not seen these yet, oh my gosh, they are awesome. These are the Life Pro adjustable dumbbells. Really cool stuff. Matter of fact, I'm going to take my camera back just a tad so you can all see this, because I adjusted here a second ago and I didn't adjust back right. So be ready for that P2 setting. You can choose whatever you want to if you're on a Rumblex, but P2 is my favorite. And then aside from that, if you're on a turbo, a Hubbard, you can turn up both of your motors, crank up the speed as high as you want to take it, and that's how you're going to get the most intensity out of your vibration platform, is getting both of your motors cranked up high and just getting things balanced. All right. So we're going to go second 10 minutes here, and then we're going to call it a night. All right. Everything looking good. Yep. My backstage team is giving me thumbs up. Life is great. Okay. With the dumbbells, they go all the way up to 25 pounds. I'm going to be very careful not to do too much too fast. So let's go ahead and get started with whatever program you choose to do, whether you're in your manual mode or whether you're in the preset mode for whatever device you have. Remember, it doesn't matter which device you have. You can do any of these things with any of our devices. That's the beauty of the Life Pro platforms. They all work to achieving the same things. If you're wanting weight loss, the more motors you have, the more effective it is. So that's why I like the Rumblex for weight loss. All right, here we go. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to start with my mini band, and I'm going to put this around my wrist. If you've got shoulder problems, rotator cuff problems, I'm actually going to start with yellow now that I think about it. I work with a lot of athletes, overhead athletes, and individuals in pain. So what I want you to do, keep your elbows in, glued to your side. We're just going to move one of your arms to the outside. What are my legs doing? My legs are just relaxing, okay? Just feeling the energy. But make sure and push your big toe into the ground, because if you're using your big toe, your butt muscle is working at the same time. Ooh, I'm feeling this already. So we're just taking that hand to the outside, but just make sure that everything is glued. Your elbows are glued to your sides, okay? Yep, we got the maximal burn going there. So now we're gonna go the other side, okay? Stay glued in. So I don't want chicken elbows like this. No wings moving, okay? Just the hand is moving to the outside, but the elbow stays fixed. Yep. If you want buns and guns of steel, we'll give it to you, because you've got this. Nice job. Okay, now my shoulders are already on fire. Woo! They are on fire. So we're going to go out, out, in, just like we've done with our feet. Out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, in. Oh my goodness. I'm generating some major sweating going on right here, because this is like, whoo, it is burning. We are activating 90% of our muscle fibers all at the same time. So when we're doing that and we're adding resistance to it, oh my gosh, it is like just as effective as going to the gym, except you're doing it all right here. Good. Let's do a couple more of those. Yep, because I don't think my arms can take anymore. All right, so from here, we're going to give our arms, our rotator cuff muscles a little bit of a break. We're going to go arms are straight from here, okay? And we're going to go hands to the inside, touch the outer thighs, touch the inside, going outer thighs, inside. So we're just back and forth, okay? It's just giving you something to focus on. And again, I want you to think about driving, pushing your big toe into the platform as hard as you can. Now remember, if you're like this and you're doing this, you're overusing your upper traps. So what I want you to think about doing, I'm going to get off to show you this. What I want you to think about doing is taking your shoulder blades back here, think about bringing them down into your back pockets. So instead of standing like this, where my arms are forward, I want your shoulder blades back, tucked into your pockets in your back, okay? So not rounded, but upright, okay? All right, so we're here, okay? We're tapping to the outside of our legs. And those of you who don't realize what we're working right now, we are getting rid of the brawl flab, or dudes, we're getting rid of the extra rolls right here on the backside. Or if you're trying to get those lats more noticeable, we're getting what everybody refers to as the bat wings. You got to have fun in thinking about some of this stuff, because it gets frustrating, I think, to be in life. So you got to have some humor in it. But we are trying to get those muscles more lean and more tone that fall right through here in our torso, okay? All right, arms come up in front, okay? Open, big hearts, close. So open for big hugs, close, although it doesn't feel like big hugs, right? And again, make sure that their shoulder blades are back instead of forward, okay? So shoulders are down in the back pockets, and we're gonna go a little quicker. I'm glad I switched to the red band because my body would not be making it through this. The body working together, give me some thumbs up. Really good. All right, now watch this. We're gonna do thumbs to the inside. So thumbs up, now turn those thumbs to the inside. Just hold this. Yeah, we don't even have to move. We're just holding. Woo-wee! More integration there into those back muscles that we are just trying to work on. Now we open and close. Yep. And what I want you to do, instead of keeping your head forward, I think I want you to look up at the ceiling. Yep. So that you're not overusing your upper neck muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Now, if you have dumbbells at home, that's great. If you don't and you want to take a break on this one or just go through the motions with us, that would be great. I'm going to drop these down to 15s, I believe. Let's see how much I can lift. I haven't done this in a couple of days. Oh, we can do 15s. All right, so from here, we're going to curl one side at a time, alternating one to the other. Okay, so here's the thing. I have been fighting some elbow pain because I do a lot of body work and I've done too much lately. So I'm going to actually decrease my weight down to 10 on my left while using 15 on my right, because my right feels really good. My left needs a little bit of extra love. So that's the beauty of the adjustable dumbbells, is being able to do more on one side and less of another when we need to. All right, so we're curling, whatever feels good to you. All right, now from here, what I want you to do is we're going to bring our feet closer together. We're going to have our head and our chest up high, and we're just going to bring our elbows to our sides and drop them back down. Elbows to our sides, drop them back down, okay? And you can do whatever you want to as far as how many you do. I don't like to keep track of numbers. I like to go until I can't do any more, like you got that intense burn, and I try and do about 3 more of that intense burn. All right, so we're getting all the way up to the elbows to the side. We're squeezing our shoulder blades. Squeeze and breathe. Now, if we want more intensity in our legs, we go wider apart. Woo, there we go. I got 5 left in me. There's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. Okay. Whew, I'm telling you, when you're on the platform, you're getting so much more intensity than what you realize. So from here, I'm going to redock those back in. I'm going to take one foot off, and I'm going to position my hand right here or my elbow right here for support. And I'm going to push that weight back. And I've got way too much on here for me for tonight because you're getting me at the end of my day. The end of the day, I'm always tired. So we're going to go 10 on a kickback. So right here, we're getting triceps, we're getting our arms, we're getting our shoulder. Okay, so I want you to get with whatever you're comfortable. And we're still integrating the platform into our whole body because my foot is transitioning that energy across. So 5, there's 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Switching sides. We're going to see if my left hand can handle, the left elbow can handle this one. So I'm positioning myself into a stable position. We're going to pull the weight up and we're going to extend it back. And I have no pain with this. So we're just going to go as many as we can go. Good. Thinking about pushing the wall away with those weights, pushing the wall away. 5 more for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, now, when we work our arms, we also need to be thinking about working our backside. So the last minute, we're going to work more of our backside with doing some flies, all right? I'm going to aim for 10 pounds on this one, okay? And so from here, we're going to raise. If you can only raise to here, that's okay. When you raise up, I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, okay? So we're not using our neck. So raise those arms. Well, like we're flying away. Flying away. We're like eagles. Raising those weights with the elbows, trying to keep everything synchronized. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right. Going back down. Gonna adjust back to 5s. And from here, rotate. That's all I'm doing, just rotating. Okay, if I need to bring my weights closer into me and rotate from here. Now we're getting forearms. Forearms, wrists, and elbows. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Going back in, all the way up to where we started with was 25, and we're good. All right, now, because my body is tired now, I want to flush everything out. So I'm not going to do another strength workout here, not going to do any motion. We're just going to let everything flush out, okay? So if you have a towel or if you have a mat that you've used with your platform before, make sure you get yourself some water. We're just going to go nice and easy, okay? And on this one, I'm going to go manual mode. Actually, I'm going to go P1. P1 sounds good for me. And all I'm going to do is just let my body flush out. So I'm just stabilizing here, okay? I'm going to squeeze my shoulders together, push my shoulders away. Squeeze shoulders together, push them away. We're just working back and forth, trying to create some disassociation so our body knows how it's working. Okay, now that the pulsation is over with, it's quiet again. I'm just hanging out here. I'm just letting everything flush out, and it feels great. Everything feels great. Okay, now keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to bring you all closer to me because I love speaking to you all very close. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to get an up close and in-person experience with me. Maybe. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm a little crooked. It's going to drive me nuts. So let me re-crooked myself. There we go. All right. Now, time out. I don't know about you guys, but that pulsation noise drives me bananas when we're trying to relax. So I'm going to go with manual mode here, and I'm going to make sure that my pulsation is actually turned off because I want to be able to talk to all you and I want to feel this and I don't want to be like, right? So I'm going to turn the pulsation mode off. I'm only going to do the oscillation and the lateral motion. You can do whatever you want to. And on this one, right now it's at 60, which is way too fast. So I'm going to turn this way down because, again, we're flushing out. So we want to go super, super low level. So for me, I'm going to go a speed of 10. Again, super easy. Just flushing everything out. It feels so good, right? Okay, so I'm going to separate my shoulder blades. Think about pushing your upper body through the roof. And I'm going to squeeze together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze together. Push apart. Squeeze together. Now, if vibration through your hands is too great, that's where these extra pads come into place. Or you can put a towel. You can put a towel down, okay? But we're just, see, I'm trying to adjust my angle here so that you're seeing me neutral because I look a little off. There we go. And I have to think backwards to the camera. So we're here. Okay, now what I want you to do, turn your hands sideways. And let's feel this in a different spot of us. So we're squeezing together, pushing away, squeezing together, pushing away. Now, if you're feeling this too much in your head, either take your head forward or take your head further away. Okay, I'm still getting this in my arms, as you can see, but I'm not feeling it as much in my head. All right. And if you need to take your head out of it completely, then just drop all the way down and then just let your arms move, but your head is not in it anymore. So the more in line your head is with your shoulders and your armpits and your platform, the more you're going to feel it through your head. So if that doesn't feel good, we don't want to do that. So I'm going to take my hand here in the middle and I'm going to open up and push the ceiling away. Open up, pushing the ceiling away, coming back down, and let's switch sides. Open up, pushing the ceiling away. Okay, now in order to get this into our low back and into our hips, I'm going to put one foot up. Okay, and you can adjust your height however you need to. So if you need to put an extra pad up underneath of your knee so that you're a little bit closer to the platform, that's fine. I just want to sit here for a minute because this actually feels really, really good. Oh my goodness, this feels good. Okay, so we could take one hand off, lift high, really lift and open up that rib cage. Drop back down. Now here's the balance act. Can we open up the other side? Come back down. Nice. Just enjoy this for a second. Opening up our psoas muscle, stretching out our booty where we always have like pain in our butt. Not being a pain in the butt, but a pain in our butt. You gotta love humor. Okay, getting that foot up. Just soak into this and enjoy this for just a second. It feels really, really good. Let's open up. Lifting tall, feels so good. Come back down. We're going to switch sides, opening up. Coming back down. Feeling really, really good. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and I'm going to slide this back a little bit so I can see you all. Okay, I'm going to have a seat on top. All right, and from here, I'm just going to let my legs are just going to jiggle, okay? So we're going to point, we're going to flex back and forth, okay? If you have trouble with your device turning off by accident, if you place a mat over the top of it so that you can't accidentally like rub your thigh over it, it won't turn off, okay? Okay, let's bring our feet together. Head and chest is high as we are really feeling this energy in our groin, in our butt, right over the sciatic nerve. Okay, and if we're wanting to adjust for the sciatic nerve, then what we can do, I like to do this one a lot, is we're gonna lean back just a tad so that our butt cheeks are centered right on the device, and we're gonna roll to the side. We're just gonna vibrate that side of our booty. It feels good. And while we're here, since we're always so far forward with our chest, I want you to reach up into the ceiling, reach up high, okay? And then come back down. We're gonna come back center. We're gonna roll to our other butt cheek. Enjoy this. Give me some thumbs up, some waves. You can actually see my face a little bit brighter because the sun is like right coming in my window at a different angle. I'm just now noticing this. Reach up high. Circadian rhythm dictates our sleep patterns based on the sun rising and setting. So if you're not in bed by 10 p.m. and trying to actively fall asleep, you're missing out on the greatest part of your growth hormone. So if you're trying to deal with pain, if you're trying to age backwards like I do, you need to make sure that you are in bed like by 10 o'clock and into a deep state of sleep as quickly as possible, because our growth hormone, our natural HGH hormone, releases at its greatest levels between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So we're going to take our arms, we're going to grab our forearms from behind if we can, all right? If you can't, you're going to grab a towel, or you can even try your mini loop bands, okay? You can grab your mini loop band from behind, and you can grip one end to the other, okay? So here we go, gripping one end to the other, okay? And from here, we're going to pull back, and we're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together and tilt our head down. So I'm just showing you from the side so you can see what's going on here from a side angle, okay? But from the front, we're just opening up our chest as much as we possibly can, tilting our head down, tilting our head up, tilting down, tilting up. We're going to tilt side to side. So you don't have to work so hard that you generate a sweat in order to lose the fat. I don't always sweat when I work out, but I've done all of my weight loss on the platforms. So you're going to grab your forearms if you can do that, okay, from behind. Squeeze your shoulders together like you're squeezing an orange or you're holding an orange in place. There you go. Okay, now we got a minute and a half left. So what I want you to do is you're going to slide off and just let your legs enjoy the vibration. Just let your legs enjoy the vibration. This is what the Waver Micro is awesome for. It's just letting everything flush out. It would be like having me there in your home, rubbing my hands through your muscles, really light, just smushing and flowing and squeezing real lightly all the stuff in your lower legs and improving circulation into your limbs. So if you have circulation issues, you can get on your device just like I am right now, right before you go to bed especially, and you can flush out and drive circulation into your extremity. That's a really, really good thing. And as we're working this, I want you to roll your piggly wigglies in to touch your big toes. We're going to roll out, and you're going to feel this in your lower legs to the outside and the inside of your calf muscles. Okay, so if you're a runner, you're going to feel this in your running muscles, your walking muscles. So it's going to be a little more sensitive over there. Now, the thing I want you to remember, this is very similar to foam rolling, but foam rolling is a little bit more aggressive. And speaking of, we have a new foam roller coming out very soon. So I'll be able to show you how to do this same exercise with foam rolling. Okay, point and flex, and now we've got the jitters out. All right, now I want to say thank you all for joining me today for the launch of our Waver Micro. For those of you who didn't see that, hang tight. I've got it right here. It's just a little baby, and it's a baby that packs a punch. It's a loud one. Well, it's not really loud. It's actually really quiet, but it's just a little bitty thing, okay? But the Waver Micro is on sale starting tonight through the next 2 weeks for $119.99, and it's normally $149.99. Again, it only weighs 14 pounds, and I wear a size 9.5 lady shoe, and so when I put my feet on it, my feet are edge to edge. So if you wear like a size 12, 13 shoe in men's, this one's going to be a tough one for you. But if you're using it for your hands or you're using it for sciatica to have a seat on it because it has a weight capacity of 220 pounds, you can sit on it and vibrate out your booty if you've got sciatica. If you don't want to carry around your bigger devices through your house. So that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you're down in life, make sure that you're seeing everything that's right in front of you that we often don't see because we're too focused and obsessed about what we really want. So for those of you who are not losing weight, who are trying to lose weight, don't worry about the weight loss. Focus on what's going right. Because if you celebrate what's going right, the weight loss will happen over time. It's not going to happen overnight. For those of you who are dealing with pain, who have been dealing with pain for a long time, celebrate the fact that you have your sensory. Celebrate the fact that you have the ability to listen and to watch us, that we have each other as a team, because when we focus on what we don't have, our stress hormones go up and we have the ability to feel more pain on a level that we shouldn't have to feel it. So celebrate the small things. Take care of you one moment at a time. Don't let the world bring stress to your life on a grander level. Just live an hour at a time if you have to. That's what I do. And stay moving, because movement is medicine and motion is lotion. And just remember, Life Pro's got you and you've got this. So peace out.